Hey folks, I've been out of commission for a while, mainly due to a cast and a concussion from a bike accident. Unfortunately, that left me unable to type and unable to edit, as well as unable to film, but I'm happy to say that I'm back and I'm making videos again. Luckily, before the accident, I was able to get my hands on the brand new Cannondale Supersix Evo High Mod 4th generation and ride it around. I have some thoughts on it, as I've been a Cannondale owner for some years on a bunch of different types of bikes. This one, however, is their flagship model, and it's one that they can use all around. It could be deemed as the specialized S-Works SL7 competitor or even killer, but we will go through that bike in fine detail. Now, the particular motor that I have is the Cannondale Supersix Evo High Mod 2. Basically what that means is it comes in this really cool colorway of blue, red, and a little bit of black, and it comes equipped with components from Shimano Ultegra 12-speed Di2. This is just under the Dura Ace spec and just under the higher end Lab 71 model, but it's hard to tell just by riding it around. It currently retails for $8,300 and is currently sold out on its website, although you might be able to find some at a bike shop near you. My model in particular is a 54 centimeter. Now, I've had 3 different Cannondale models over the course of a few years, and I guess you could assume that if you combine the speed of my old system sticks combined with the handling and lightness of my old CAD 12 black ink, this is kind of what you get, in my opinion. This is something that is in between those two, but when riding it, it feels incredibly fast, even though it's not dubbed as an aero bike. The first thing that you'll notice is that the tubes are a lot more rounded on this particular generation of the frame. The other thing is the seat post is also more aero. The cockpit that came with my bike is a flat bar, internally routed cable system, and the bars come from Vision. And also the seat stays are much lower, as they are on many modern bikes. That seems to be the design trend going. Cannondale does take a few things a little bit further. One thing of note is they came up with their own proprietary water bottle cages and water bottle right here. And by looking at it, it is actually more aero. So if you look at the side profile, it's fatter here but narrower here. The good news is if you don't want to go with these water bottles, you can fit a normal water bottle and it will hold fine on the bicycle. The frame does come equipped with Shimano's second to highest group set. It's the Ultegra Di2 group set, which is good for 99% of people out there. Now, the drivetrain does come with 5236 chainrings, 172.5 length crank arms, as well as a 12-speed 11 to 30 cassette. For the brakes, it does come with the Ultegra shift levers, which are disc hydraulic, and the rotors themselves are 160 in the front and 140 in the rear. I didn't find any major issues with the braking going downhill. It does save a tiny bit of weight, but you could go either way with 160 in the front and rear, or in this case, 160 in the front, 140 in the rear. The seat post is a Pro logo saddle, which is typically standard on many Cannondales. And like I said, that cockpit is definitely aero. You can go upgrade with the Momo design on the higher spec Cannondale, which is an integrated cockpit. This one does come with a separate stem bar combo, and it allows you to mount your computer mount. In my case, it's a Wahoo within the stem faceplate, and then you can get all your readings from there. It doesn't come with a power meter, unfortunately, so I was unable to get power meter readings. But if you wanted to, you can outfit your own power meter on this bike. Now, when it comes to the wheel set, Cannondale uses its own hologram, which is its in-house brand wheel set. I'm used to using hologram wheel sets in the past. On my old System 6, they were 64 millimeters deep. These ones come in at 50, which does save a little bit of weight, and it handles well in the crosswinds. I wasn't fighting the bike on off-camber turns or crosswinds, but even on the flat, straight roads, it goes and goes really fast. It's very stable, and I actually don't mind the look as well as the sound of the hubs, which you'll hear later. When it comes to the tires, it comes with Continental GP 5000s, and they aren't set up as tubeless. They do come in with tubes, and I've pretty much converted to tubeless. So the tires are 25 mil. Now they do plump up a little bit because the rims are a little bit wider. Now it is tubeless ready. So what I did was I set my tubeless setup with GP 5000s, but these are the 32s. It does have clearance up to 34s, but looking at the clearance on the fork as well as the seat stays, there's still plenty of room so long as you don't take it on the mud. In my opinion, riding 32s on this Cannondale handles a lot better. You can really lean it over on those corners without sacrificing speed. The hubs are DT Swiss 240, which are some of the most reliable in the business. And it also has the DT aero light bladed flat spokes. That helps with aerodynamics. On the through axle on the front wheel, Cannondale thought of making a small little adjustment, and that is having a flat-sided right fork piece where normally the through axle would have a hole. This just is a much cleaner look, and I don't know if it saves on aerodynamics, but it does make everything look clean. Cannondale really touts this to be more of its all-around flagship model that most of the pros are using in the World Tour and Pro Tour races. And also, when I do ride it, it really does not take a lot to learn. It feels like you've been riding this bike for a long time. It does exactly what you needed to do. I think it excels a lot better than my System 6 when it comes to riding out of the saddle, cornering, and sprinting out of the saddle. It accelerates so fast because it's much lighter than my old System 6, as well as, I think, better built. Now let's go ahead and check out that hub sound. Now, when it comes to cost, $8,300 is a lot of money to a lot of people, but this isn't even the highest priced. The highest end Lab 71 Supersix Evo is almost double the price at $15,000. Now, that is for a very small segment of the population, but with this Ultegra build, the Cannondale name and reputation, as well as all the parts that come with it, the Pro Logo saddle, the Vision bars, the hologram wheels. This is probably the most bang for your buck bike, which means you can ride this at the highest level, chase those Strava KOMs, and feel good about what you have as an investment, as well as a bike that's really going to take care of you if you take care of it. It is currently sold out. We don't know when they're going to go back into restocking them, but when they do, it will probably be snatched up very, very quickly. So let us know what you think of the bike. Let us know down in the comments. I'm healing up. I can't wait to get back on the bike as well. So until next time, this is Brian saying stay Veloworthy.